Welcome back to the Nuzlocke, everybody. We're in Lavender Town right now. We just had a little ceremony. Come on. Got Scam Skinny here. Oh, we're gonna talk about that. This episode right here, this is going to be a little bit of random and also catch up on what I've been doing and also the lore of everything that's happened. But just stay with me. Just stay with me on this one. So, as some of you know who have stuck with the Nuzlocke for a long time, one of the first things that I did on this channel, well, let me focus. My starter was Froggo. Froggo is in the graveyard. Everybody here has fallen in battle. Everybody here has fallen in battle. Froggo was my starter. We did a lot. We did a lot together. Froggo fell. I believe Froggo fell to Giovanni. Particularly, I think it was his Kangaskhan. I had to go back and watch the video. And you can go back and watch the videos too. I have a whole playlist on my channel, Level 0 Sage. And you can go check that out. But yes, Froggo is no longer with us. And Froggo got me through a lot of hardships throughout this whole game. I gave... Well, this is Dirty B and this is Storm. Storm was my Pikachu that I caught in Viridian Forest. Like, as soon as I entered the grass in Viridian Forest, I got a Pikachu right off the bat. Which is rare because Pikachu, it takes a long time to get a Pikachu. It has an adamant nature. I kept saying I was going to replace it because I need you to be a special user and not physical. But Storm still got through a lot of things. Aurora, her name. I might change her name to Aurora when I get a chance. But Storm fell to Lieutenant Surge on the live stream that I did when I was dealing with Vermilion City antics. I was dealing with mainly Lieutenant Surge, and then we went on the routes all the way up to Rock Tunnel. But yeah, Storm fell in battle to Surge. Dirty B, who held it down, my second grass type, who held it down a lot throughout the battle. Dirty B almost took out Misty Starmie, but I was worried that Dirty B couldn't do it, so I switched to Froggo. But Dirty B probably could have handled it. But also, sadly, Dirty B fell to Surge, Lieutenant Surge, during the live stream. And I gave both Dirty B and Storm last night, you know, Leaf Stone and Thunderstone respectively. Just to show, they would have made it. They would have made it far. So I gave Dirty B the Leaf Stone last night, and I gave Storm the Thunderstone last night, just out of respect. Felix barely ever got anything for me. The Decent that I caught in Mount Moon, I had big opportunities for it, but sadly fell in battle. I can't even remember when it fell in battle, but Bongzilla fell in battle, I think while training. Yes, the Decent and Bongzilla, they fell while in training. And 6 Underground, my Diglett that I caught in Diglett Cave, fell while I was training. And all these Pokemon, they fell in training, and these two fell in a gym battle. And it was because of this thing right here, the Baby 2Z. The Curse of the Baby is what I kept calling everything when it came to every time I was training Pokemon off camera. Like, they would just fall out. And the reason why there's the Curse of the Baby is because I sacrificed the Curse of the Baby because I was going to do dupes on my Nuzlocke run, but I changed my mind at the last second, and the end result was the baby. I think we got into a battle off screen, or it might have been around Nugget Bridge. I can't remember, but regardless, the baby fell in battle, and I went back to the same route where I caught the baby at, and I caught the truth. It was a Spearow at the time, but now it's a full-blown Fearow with Shark Beat, by the way. We'll talk about that. But yeah, and ever since then, it's been the curse of the baby all the way up to around, I want to say all the way up to Myman. Myman was an interesting, like, I worked so hard to get the Twisted Spoon that it's holding. Twisted Spoon can only be held by Wild Abras. It's 5% chance. I taught Thief Chiding, which I shouldn't have done. I didn't catch a Caterpie, because Butterfree is like the best Pokemon in the game to teach Thief to, because it has compound eyes. But I taught Thief to Chiding, and Chiding fell when I went to Saffron City and I was gonna take on the dojo. I should never have went there. We weren't ready, and Chiding got taken down. But before it got taken down, it stole a black belt, and I gave that black belt to China Doll. China Doll I caught while I was in Rock Tunnel. I was excited to get a fighting type. China Doll fell while we were in Rock Tunnel, fell in battle to was it in Rock Tunnel that we fell? It had to be. No, it was China Doll fell in battle while we were in Celadon City. We infiltrated Team Rocket's game base at the Celadon Game Corner, don't tell anybody, and a coughing exploded in her face and killed her because she used a tract on it, and it couldn't handle all the sexiness of China Doll, and that was it. It was over. Myman fell in battle to not even Big Slow. It was the other Snorlax. Big Slow was not that hard to catch. Big Slow wanted to join us. It was the other Snorlax. It was the other Snorlax that was outside of Celadon City. I caught Big Slow, I do believe, on the C route. Yeah, on Route 12. Outside of Vermilion City past Diglett Cave, the C route. And yeah, it used one headbutt on Myman, even though I used Barrier. It used one headbutt and took out Myman. I was so devastated, I was so upset, I was so mad, because it took like 5 hours to get that Twisted Spoon. So yeah, that's how Myman got here, and Froggo got taken down by Giovanni's, I really want to say Giovanni's Kangaskhan, one of his Pokemon. So yeah, that's the lore. And none of my Pokemon have fallen in battle, you know, while training, whether if I'm on screen or off screen. So I feel like the curse of the baby has been lifted. Especially when we went with Chiding to go to Pokemon Tower, and I caught Cubone, and I also got Cubone a Thick Club, and we defeated Team Rocket there. We saved Mr. Fuji. We did a lot of training in Pokemon Tower, and I feel like there was a peace there, and I feel like all of my Pokemon here in the graveyard, they forgive me, and the baby forgives me, and we haven't had any fallen deaths. So that's the lore there. Meanwhile, the team has gotten way bigger, as you can see. You got all the All-Stars right here. The Truth, I'd say the second longest party member I've had. It has the naughty nature. It has the shark beak. The shark beak I was able to get from this lovely lady right here, Lady Burb, that I caught outside of Fuchsia City on Route 18. Like, as soon as I got in the grass, she showed up, and for some weird reason, I was like, when I catch her, she's going to have a held item on me. I don't think I had Venonat with me. I didn't record this on screen. I don't think I had Venonat with me. I just caught her, and as soon as I looked her up inside the PC, she had sharp beak, and I took it. And I don't have any intentions on using Ladybird because I have the truth. However, there is a romance growing between, like, you see Zaldin right here. Zaldin we've had for a long time, caught on Route 6. Zaldin is pretty much the ladies' man over here. He's got the twins, he's got Ladybird, and he's got Gia. Gia I caught outside on Route 15, messing around there. I haven't fought all the trainers on Route 15. We might do a video on that. We might go there right now. And the twins, I do believe I caught them on, yeah, Route 17 on Cycling Road. I had it. I might still I might train them if something happens to the truth, God forbid. And if we make it far enough that they evolve, or I might just catch another Dotrio. But we'll see. I had intentions on naming them after the Kager sisters, but if we run into a Dotrio later on or something, we'll do that. Yeah, but Zaldin is the ladies' man here. Everybody else is, you know, everybody else. Marrow, I caught in Lavender Town in the Pokemon Tower. Believe It, I caught on the route before you get to Celadon City, holding it down. Big Slow holding it down. Zinx, I caught a Poliwag in Viridian City. Leveled it up a bit to become a Poliwhirl, and then I traded it in Cerulean City for Zinx, and Zinx took out everybody. Took out Koga's gym with a little help of Big Slow, and Marrow was there. It was just a free for all. This Pokemon I caught off screen. This is, well, I don't know if you can pronounce that. I've been nicknaming him Leroy. Leroy is the newest member to the team. I went to the power plant. As soon as I went in the power plant, it was there. It was at level 31. It's at level 34 now. I've been training it up a bit. It is very good. It is very good. I want to teach it Thunderbolt. I do not have enough Poke Dollars for Thunderbolt. I'm going to have to do some major grinding to get that money. And also, last night, I was able to get a magnet for it. I took Chiding, I took Marrow, and who else did I take? I took Migi, and we all went to the power plant. We didn't go deep into the power plant. We just leveled up a bit, and I was able to catch several Magnetons. One of these Magnetons had the magnet, and I took that. And then I was just filling out the Pokedex. I caught a Pikachu. I wish I had caught this Tauros the first time I went to Saffron. I mean, to the good Lord, forgive me. To the Safari Zone, because it has an adamant nature. Like, that's frustrating to me. Like, I really want to use it, but I can't. I'm just trying to fill out the decks. I think if you have 50 Pokemon, you can get the experience share. I might get that, I might not. I haven't made up my mind on that. But no, this is the team. We got Migi here, we got Mark. I explained how to get Lickitung by trading Slowbro. You can go watch that short. You can also watch the whole video. Little Scamp, I gotta level up. I want to get a Poliwhirl to a Poliwrath, have a fighting type on the team. Moth has been helping me out. It has compound eyes. I use Moth. I put it first in the party, and then I switched to Jading, and then I have Jading use Thief, and that's how I've been able to get all these other little items. Big Pokey's been holding it down for me time to time. It has Flash, it helps me out. It's been actually been very loyal. And Santhony, I haven't used Santhony at all in anything, but Santhony's just here, he's just chilling. The Temptation is here. I caught her first in the Safari Zone in one of the areas. I went to each area and caught a Pokemon. I caught Migi in one of the areas. I caught Temptation. We are not using Temptation. If I use Temptation, that means a lot of things went bad. Respect the Slowpoke. There was some shenanigans there. So when I was fighting Koga, no, I wasn't fighting Koga. I was fighting one of his subordinates, and they had a Kadabra, and it used Future Sight on me. And I think that Future Sight caused a time complex. And for whatever reason, I ended up with two different Slowpokes. One is called Respect, and the other one was called Too Long. And the other one that was called Too Long was because it took me like 3 hours to find a Slowpoke that was close to level 37. Because if you go surfing at the Warden's house in Fuchsia City, just go surf. It's 100% chance you will get a Slowpoke. Don't use any of the fishing rods. Just surf in that little pond area back there. I kept getting level 21s and 24s and 23s, and when I stopped, as soon as I stopped, I surfed one more time, and by the grace of God, I was able to get Too Long the Slowpoke. But then some more shenanigans happened. I almost traded away the amulet coin because I was leveling up Too Long with the amulet coin, and I almost traded it away, and thankfully I didn't save the game. So then I restarted the game, and I had to fight Koga all over again. Same results. I still beat him. I still got the soul badge, but I had like a different Slowpoke in this timeline and a different Slowpoke in this timeline. So this is a whole completely different timeline. Everything that happened has happened. We just got new party members, and I still have my amulet coin. Rest in peace to well, not rest in peace, just shout out to Too Long the Slow Bro, because he got traded away, and that's how Mark ended up getting here. Yeah, and this is Noglan. I think he was the first Pokemon I ran into in the Safari Zone in the central area, and I was gonna use him, but he has a brave nature, and that's not gonna do me any good because it has special stats. But it's always good to have a backup grass or psychic Pokemon. But I've already taught psychic to Zinx because it cannot learn any psychic type moves. So I taught Zinx psychic, and Migi, that was another Pokemon that I caught in the Safari Zone, and it has Spore now. I just leveled it up from level 25 to level 27 so it can learn Spore. We're keeping Leech Life. I halfway regret teaching it Bullet Seed, but it might come in handy. And I think it learns Slash at level 35 in Leaf Green. And we'll get rid of Cut. I might get rid of Cut in a minute. But yeah, I plan on using Migi. I might get rid of Bullet Seed for Dig, and we'll have Slash, and we got Spore. Keeping Leech Life because you never know, we might run into some psychic types. And that's literally the only bug type move it can learn. There's no Fury Cutter move tutor in Fire Red and Leaf Green, only in Pokemon XD and I think Pokemon Emerald. So that's it. And yeah, this is the home team. Oh, and you all know Scam City that I got from this dude, this tricky looking dude on Route 4 before you go into Mount Moon. Been holding it down for me big time. Big time. Scam City's the real one. If he has the black glasses, he's gonna bite you. If he is holding the amulet coin, he is going to take your money. Flat out. Now, this is the main one. This is pretty much my starter and the one that holds it down the most. This is Mrs. Brisby. However, I've been misleading all of you the whole time. This is not Mrs. Brisby, the one you know. That's the wife of the late Jonathan Brisby. This is her daughter. This is Cynthia Brisby. This is her youngest daughter in her family. So basically, the real Mrs. Brisby is no longer with us. NIM, the people that do experiments on animals and Pokemon, that I've recently found all this out. Big lore drop. They've been teaming up with Giovanni on the sidelines, and they've been experimenting with Pokemon. I can't say anything about her other two siblings. She has an older sister and an older brother, and I can't say anything about Timmy. I do believe they are safe, but her mother is no longer with us. She was caught by NIM. That's why whenever I see any of these scientists, they've been experimenting on all the Rattatats and Raticates. So all the Rattatats and the Raticates in this game have been experimented on NIM, and the scientists and all the rocket grunts that have Rattatats or Raticates, those are all Pokemon that were experimented on by NIM. Giovanni has gone too far. He's experimenting on Pokemon. He's using Pokemon in the gambling system at the Rocket Corner. He's trying to do some world domination mess. And I've been hearing rumors, light rumors, that he might be taking over Saffron City. Specifically Sifco, who makes all the Pokeballs and the TMs and everything. And I might have to step in on that. But yeah, her real name is Cynthia Brisby. I had to keep that on the under wraps just so that nothing would happen to her in confidence. But that was the lore video. I just wanted to make this video just because, just for fun. But that's the lore of my team so far, and that's pretty much what's all been going on off camera when I've been training up my Pokemon. So we're gonna go do some stuff. We're just gonna go places, and we're gonna level up some Pokemon, and I'm gonna catch some more Pokemon. That's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, we are going to go and do some stuff right now. We're gonna go train. So, no, we're not gonna go train. We're gonna go do some stuff off camera. So, if you like this video, leave a like and subscribe. I got a whole playlist, a whole Pokemon Nuzlocke LeafGreen playlist. I appreciate the views on all my videos. I got a video coming up talking about physical media. I'm gonna show off my video game collection. I'm gonna do it in segments. But yeah, we're gonna keep it going with the Nuzlocke. We're going strong. We're gonna keep it going. Until next time, Level 0 Sage, like and subscribe, leave comments, share the video if you want. I really appreciate everything. Peace.